Alright, men. We gotta think of a very thoughtful and not cheap game for Microsoft's self-destructing system using this thing. Do we have to? No, actually. This IP is on the downhill right now. Not only are the games getting lazy, but the show is really starting to suck now, too. Yay!
Johnson, how much you got in your pocket?
$7 and 2 Chuck E. Cheese coins. Plus there appears to be a Cineplex game token lying around, along with some lint. Perfect! That should be more than enough for this project. Let's get started.
Yay, money! Godspeed.
Hello everybody! Today we're going to be taking a look at SpongeBob SquarePants UnderPants Slam, released on December 26th of 2007 for Microsoft's Xbox 360 exclusively. All I can think of is those poor sabs who spent their freshly Christmas gifted Microsoft points on this shit. I mean nothing. SpongeBob SquarePants UnderPants Slam. What a great name. Released at the dawn of SpongeBob's shit show era. Let's just say that this game fits right in. Published by THQ and developed by Blitz Arcade, I imagine this was created to meet the holiday deadlines of '07. Not only that, but it was also one of THQ's first download-only titles. Naturally, THQ went with the smaller version of Blitz games, Blitz Arcade founded purely for the purpose of developing smaller titles. Oh man, did they knock it out of the park with this one. Your goal here is to collect underpants, and to beat the shit out of jellyfish, and your friends. The Oscar-worthy plotline for this goal revolves around these actually being King Neptune's underwear. You, in turn, get a reward for collecting the most underwear lost in shipping. My introduction to the title this time around was when I was browsing delisted 360 games. I'm a stickler for lost media and obscure tech stuff, hence why I do what I do. Plus, it's SpongeBob, man. I mean, almost everyone's familiar with SpongeBob. Anyways, I had bought a 360 Slim around this time, and it just so happened that this game was saved from being delisted the same time around I got my 360. Naturally, I bought it. I love terrible games. Somehow, I do not regret this purchase. But yeah, after that story, let's just get into the discussion of this game.
I feel funny.
Y'all join in, won't ya?
Look out below!
Okay, so obviously they badly reused the models. Doing that for the 700th time shouldn't be any different, I guess. But they really had to reuse the title screen music from Creature from the Krusty Krab? A theme that doesn't exactly fit too well, don't you think? Fuck, this is so hard! If only there was an easier way to do this. Huh. That'll do. It's established that the brand is full on cash-in at this point, so figures. Why even try for a game like this? Here at the main menu, we'll start at the slim pickings and make our way up. However, we will be skipping Return to Arcade despite how good it looks right about now. Kicking things off is the achievements.
Wowee, you did it 100% the game?
I know, I should be ashamed. This is a staple option in most 360 arcade games. Although, most of the time, it is faster to just press the guide button and scroll there since it automatically places the game you're playing at the top. But that just applies for every 360 arcade game. Next up, we'll check out the leaderboards. Here we have some pretty standard leaderboards for each mode. I guess that'll help some people strive for something in this game. Okay, here I'll show the multiplayer section. Of course, not to get your hopes up, I won't be doing local because I can never find anyone who wants to play digital crap with me anymore. But I will show what's left of the online. Spoiler alert, yeah, I don't think we'll be getting into any matches anytime soon. But yeah, the online options are plentiful here. You could quickly jump in, search settings to your liking, or host your own game. There's also standard and ranked options depending on how hardcore you play SpongeBob games. Look at him. So hopeful that we'll actually find a game. Venturing forth, we have help and options. Surprisingly, it's full of stuff. You've got your how to play cards, the same ones that show up whilst loading. The controls, non-customizable of course. The settings, although they're audio exclusive despite being general settings. And you can see who's responsible for this. Last, we've got the man, the myth, the legend. Single player mode. It's broken up into two portions, quest and time trial mode. The time trial is to see how low under the time limit you can gather all 99 pairs of underwear. But in Quest, it's the same thing. Except you're only given a minute and collecting underwear adds time. Oh yeah, and there's medals, which is your only form of replay value. Okay, so in this game, you can attack either by slamming, melee, or using your super move after your super bar is full. In single player, this is used for the jellyfish and background elements. Although melee doesn't actually work on the background, that one is purely for attacking. In multiplayer, there's a banking feature that you can store underwear with, just in case someone tries to knock them out of you. Obviously, this doesn't apply in single player. Back on your moveset, the super move is actually just a screen wipe. You'll know you have it when you're glowing and an audible pitch-shifting tone is playing. There's also power-ups. The green plus signs are health, the blue is added to your super bar, and each one is dependent on how much of the plus sign is full. Oh, and last, you have a question mark one too. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Take the gamble if you want. If you get stunned by a jellyfish, just waggle the left stick. Okay, now that we've got the basics down, allow me to complain. For starters, this is lazy. Oh, is it so lazy. It's also slow and kinda clunky for what is supposed to be a fast-paced video game. Why the fuck is Clancy Brown's voice here but not in Battle for Bikini Bottom? And last and worst of all, the uncancelable move Slam is tied to the second A press. If you're a SpongeBob game veteran, double jumping is second nature to you. Even worse though, even if you aren't, precise jumps just don't work, like ever. You press it too close to the edge, you barrel down to your doom, or you don't even have the A press registered. There's a perfectly good B button. You know, the one that's already tied with the attacks! Ugh, whatever. Final verdict. 5. 5 out of 10. I was thinking maybe 5.5 just to be generous. Nope, 5. It's playable, has a petite set of content to offer, etc. I'm sure you already know my stance on this game by now. I can't recommend it.
And there you have it, my review of SpongeBob SquarePants UnderPants Slam.
A definitely less than stellar Xbox Live Arcade title. But I mean, it was money. You and I can definitely both see that they had a reason to do this. But just because it had a reason to exist doesn't mean I should give it a pass. The game is bad. It's bad. It was meant to be bad. It's meant for money. That's all it was. It's playable and it's cheap, yeah, but it's okay. Like, it'll pass time and a few kids will like it, but that's about it. There's no real substance and it's not worth the money. I guess now I should do something else, huh? Wow, this game fucking blows. I couldn't even get a non-bleached copy of